right. Hello, all you night readers. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everyone is doing well. Yeah. Welcome to show number 83. Live show number 83. There we are. All right, let's see what our theme for the next 24 hours will be. Let's see. Let's see what we get here. Facing adversity. Yes. Hey, Michelle Bartlett. Welcome. Hello. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Facing adversity is our theme for the next 24 hours. And, no, I think that's what we're all doing right about now in life. I think everybody right now is facing some type of adversity. But it's how you face it, not that you have to face it, right? Hello, CM. Welcome. Hope things are okay in Grand Rapids. Valentina, hello. I'm doing great. Christina, hi. Hey, welcome. And, Stacy. Stacy, how are you? But yeah, Valentina, you can always ask. Absolutely. Put it out there. Stacy over on Facebook has already asked. She's got questions coming already, which is cool. All right. So how's your mom doing? How is your mom doing? Just by the question, I'm thinking there must be some reason for concern. There must be a reason for concern, or else the question wouldn't get asked. All right. So right now, I really think she's sad about something. I think something is going on that's making her really sad. The 4 and the 5 of Cups in this reading. 4, 5, and the 7. 7 doesn't so much mean sadness to me, but the 4 and the 5 mean sad and bored, right? Frustration. This could be frustration or boredom. And this one here is definitely disappointment, sadness, So I do see where she's, sad and bored and, tired. And she just may be tired of being stuck in the house all the time. CM, your coworker friend, desired to talk to you today. Awesome. I guess it was okay. I guess that's awesome. I don't know. Maybe not. I think your mom, Stacy, I think there's some choices she has to make over the next, few weeks about what's going on. And I think she has a new, I think it has to do with going back to work. And I can see whatever it is that she does, she's really good at it. She takes initiative while she's there. She's very constructive, but she's also really good at what she does. So, that's kind of what I see, but I think she's a little bored, a little disappointed that she's still home and not going back. And again, I think she has to decide whether that's the way she wants to continue, wait for them to come call her back or not. I could be completely off the topic. I could be completely way off with this one, Stacy. But for some funny reason, I got a complete job reading out of that. And I don't know if it goes along with your question or not. How's your mom doing? Not sure. But that's what I see. That's what came up, at least. Let's put it that way, right? That's what came up in the cards. So, I don't know. I do not know if I'm way off the mark or not. Hello, Dreamweaver. Welcome. Welcome. We're going to switch back and forth between decks tonight, I think. What are Felipe's, Valentina says, where'd she go? There she is. Valentina says, I would like to know, what are Felipe's feelings towards me? Will he talk to me or approach me? Will he? Will he approach you? Let's see what we get. Yeah, so if I was like, Stacy, if I was like way off, you can tell me. Please tell me. What's my PayPal? My PayPal is www.paypal.me/nightreader326. paypal.me/nightreader326. Something like this. I'm typing, sorry. Want the old single finger typing job. Because I'm trying to do other stuff. Okay, there. It should send out. I think. Alright, so what are Felipe's feelings? Will he approach you or talk to you or anything? There you go. That's it. Yep. That should be my PayPal. That should go directly to it. And then I'll get an email about it. If that's the case. All right. So I think that Felipe, I think he's kind of avoiding things. I think he really is avoiding things. I think he believes that there's going to be some kind of tension if he contacts you, and so he's kind of leaving that. He's kind of leaving it alone, to a point. So I think that's kind of where this is going. The Ace of Cups is telling me, though, there is, new emotions coming for you. So, whether it's with him or someone else, that's going to be the decision you have to make. That's going to be a decision you have to make. You're going to have to decide, is it going to be him or is it going to be someone else when those new emotions come through to you? The Ace of Swords is basically telling you, stop. Just stop, right? You can see that. She's doing like the stop kind of thing. Yeah. And for good reason. I mean, she's just waiting she just wants to tell you that there's going to be some type of a sudden opportunity for you. Some type of, something is, an idea you have is going to become very, very clear to you. It's going to come very clear to you. It's going to become, you will know that it's happening. And like I said, it'll be extremely clear what you have to do and what you want to do. You'll know in your heart, you'll know in your gut, right? You'll get that gut feeling. And then the High Priest is basically telling me that there is, you understand what's going on. You are, you're trying to protect, you're trying to get some protection from people around you. You want some good advice from other people who are in your, in your group of friends and stuff like that. Yeah. Do I see a good chance of him? Oh gosh. I don't know. I mean, again, there's new emotions coming, but I definitely see where the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Rods are basically telling me he's afraid that there's going to be a fight. He's afraid that something is going to kick off and there's going to be some kind of a argument or somebody's going to say something wrong and it's not going to go right. And And I see the Ace of Swords, she's very clearly telling you, stop. Just stop where you are. Stop where you are. Move forward. Stop and move forward. And if you're moving forward, that's your future, right? So, yeah. And it's like everybody in here, a lot of people in this card here and here and here, they're all looking to the future. So I really think it's going to be, I really think that's how it's going to go. But again, this fight thing in the beginning just kind of tells me no, it's, he's going to avoid getting in contact with you as long as possible because he just doesn't want to have that argument. He doesn't want the argument. Valentina, there you go. Yes, you're afraid of a fight too. Exactly. Oh, exactly. Oh, yeah. So, hello, Selena. How are you? Nanda over on Facebook asked, will I marry this year? Will I get married this year? Let's see. Let's see what we get. Stacy Miles, I'm dying to hear if I was like way off base with that whole thing, with that whole reading. Because if I was, I'll do it again with a different deck. It just came out very much like a job, career type reading. It really came out that way. All right, so Nanda, will you get married this year? Will you get married this year? All right, well, the Page of Cups is telling me that you are definitely motivated, right? You're very motivated to do this. You would really like to get married this year. But the King of Swords is telling me that you have to be smart about it, right? Obviously, it's a very serious decision. And someone in this relationship, maybe not the two of you, but someone in the families of the two of you is trying to control things to a point, Nanda. So I definitely think, there's going to be a bit of a control issue for someone through this whole process where you trying to get married. I do see where things will move. Once they start moving, they will move extremely quickly. They'll move really fast, as you can see with the Knight of Swords, right? He's on the run. He's going for the motorcycle, which means he's going to take off pretty quick. Even the birds flying pretty fast. It seems like, he's soaring. So I really do think that once things start, once you get past this control problem, I think things will go really fast. And again, you've got yourself the Ace of Pentacles, which is a new venture, which is, marriage is obviously a new venture, right? That could definitely be a new venture. You want roots to take hold. You can see them here. You want roots to take hold. And since this is the Ace, it's just two little buds coming out because it hasn't had time to grow completely yet. So you definitely have to, you definitely want to settle in, right? You want to settle those roots, settle in. And I think that, the two of you are pushing each other to do better, to get better, and to make things better for your life together. I think things will be, I think that's kind of it. I don't think this is really the normal Five of Wands read, which is like competition and struggle of some sort, because I don't really see that in this card. I see more of, moving up and being helped to move up. So I think, I think you could, I definitely think you could be married by the end of the year. But again, I really think somebody in the close family Okay, not the two of you, not you and your significant other, but someone in one of your families is a little bit on the controlling side, and that's something you're going to have to resolve before things can move on. Okay, Nanda? So that's what I see for you. That's what I see for you. Yeah. So, yeah. Valentina said she was afraid of a fight too. Remain open to other options is a good plan, Valentina. You're very welcome for the guidance. I'm glad I could guide you. I hope it's good guidance. So Michelle says, what will my next boyfriend be like, and when will we meet? I think Stacy Miles got the reading and took off because she never wrote back. And I don't think I really got it. I don't think I got it right at all. But I don't know. I could only read what came through, what cards actually came through. But I don't think I'm not sure that it really had anything to do with her question, and I'm sorry if it didn't. If she goes back and watches again, I would gladly reread them and use a different deck even. But I would do a new reread. All right, so what will your next boyfriend be like? He'll be very family oriented. Oh, sorry, I lean on the table and then it shakes. I think that's what you see right there in the first card, right? Somebody who is extremely family oriented, someone who is very close to his family, very, very close to his family. And very loving. You can see that there. You can see where he's close to, probably his parents, because they're on his side. He's very loving to the wife, and they've got the baby. And this looks like a sister of some sort, maybe younger than everybody. But I think, he's very much into his own family. I think the Nine of Pentacles is basically telling you that you will, when you find him, you will have inner peace. You will have some real inner peace, and you'll feel really good about it. I think it'll be there. And the Ten of Cups is showing me the same thing, that, you will find someone that really gives you harmony. And again, this is also a love of family card. The Ten of Cups is very love of family, and it's very happy. It also can mean, soulmates here at the old Ten of Cups. Then you have the Sun, which is, one of the best cards in the deck, which is happiness and light and warmth, right? All kinds of great things. I see all this good stuff in your next boyfriend. These are all good things, right? Family oriented. He causes you inner peace, which is something you definitely want. And, you guys are going to be like soulmates. You will have that, again, love of family. You've got that soulmate vibe going on, and then you've got happiness. So I really see where that's great stuff for him. And I see where, you have been trying to put roots down, and now stuff is starting to grow. Things are starting to grow here. You just have to, you just have to look for it. You just have to look for it a little bit harder, maybe, than usual. But you will find it. It will come to you when you least expect it. When you least expect it, Michelle, it will show up. The only other card I could have got that would have really helped this along would have been the Knight of Cups, which is the knight in shining armor. But I do think that I think there's a lot of good qualities there. Your other question, of course, was when is this going to happen? Oof. when is this going to happen? That was my next card. I wouldn't worry about the two people who look sickly and not very good, but I would look at the time of the year. And I would say it would be a time of year when it is snowing. So you're maybe looking, based on where you are, maybe November through March. It might take a while. Okay. All right. That's what I see for you, though, Michelle. Those are good qualities, though. They are good qualities. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Christina had a question. I think my sister Annette, that's one of the sisters I know, has a plan to leave her awful husband. She's going back to work and getting her own money. Am I right? Is she getting rid of that terrible husband? Is she getting rid of her terrible husband? Let's see what's wrong with him. That's what we want to know, right? That's better that way. Yeah, you're quite welcome, Michelle. I don't think the time frame really fits into what you're looking for, but I think the qualities do. I think the qualities are, what you would definitely want. I just don't think the time frame is exactly what you're looking for. That's the only problem. I think it is going to take a little while. But, with all the stuff that's going on, it's not easy to be able to go out and meet people. And, things are relaxing a little more, but also the numbers of people being infected is going up again. So I don't know. I don't know if it's a good idea to be opening things again so fast. All right, so is your sister going to leave her terrible husband? Yeah, it looks like she is. It really looks like she is. The Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords says that there's going to be a very painful ending, and someone is going to end up getting stabbed in the back. Someone is definitely going to get stabbed in the back. They're going to feel left out, right? They're going to have that insecure feeling of being left out. And I really see that here in the Five of Pentacles. The Wheel tells me that there's a change coming. Wheel of Fortune. This is a turning point in her life, and something new is going to come along. She has to deal with the ups and downs that are going to be there. And there's really nothing she can do about it. It's going to happen no matter what. And then, of course, the Hermit. The Hermit, I really see where she is on her own, kind of soul searching, right? Reflecting on her life. As you can see, she's kind of looking out over the water and reflecting on her life and what might have gone wrong. And then the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles basically tells me that she is, she will be seeking harmony. She'll be seeking that harmony in her life again, to where, to a point where it gets, to hopefully get things to be better. But yeah, I do see, the Ten of Swords is very clearly being stabbed in the back. If you look at it in like a Rider-Waite style deck, and if I can find it real fast, I'll show it to you. And if I can't, oh yeah, there it is right there. The Ten of Swords. So there it is, Ten of Swords. This one's getting stabbed in the front, so. But it doesn't look like a good thing, does it? It does not look like a good thing. When you're looking for a relationship question and you want to know if somebody's leaving someone, this is a pretty good indicator right off the bat. So, something to keep an eye on, okay? Something to think about when she has things going on, Christina. Yeah, he's controlling. He acts like a little kid, yeah. And she suspects him of cheating on her, but doesn't have any proof of it yet. She deserves better. Yeah. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes. Selena would like to know if her boyfriend will be successful. All right, Selena, you got it. Will your boyfriend be successful in providing products and services for his business? Right? Okay, so that's the question. That was the question. Will he be successful in providing products and services for his business? Ouch. Okay. Do you guys like this with me using different decks? Or do you like when I just use all the light Seers that we've been using all since I got it? Think about it. Discuss amongst yourselves. All right. So, will your boyfriend be successful in providing products and services for his business? First thing you want to look at, just look at all the cards, except for the last one, and look at all of the sunlight in those cards. All of that yellow. And right off the bat, that kind of gives you a mood or a theme of the whole reading, right? That gives you a theme of the whole reading where, that things are happy with him. Things are happy with him with his business. He feels very fulfilled. Now, the Eight of Rods shows me, though, that there is a bit of a quick decision that he's going to have to make, and there may be some sort of a disconnect with people when it comes to communications, right? Some communications may not quite get through. They may not be able to reach him, all right? But he does enjoy his job. He loves his job. You get the Lover's card, and, when this is a job reading, to me, again, this is another one that just says unconditionally yes. Things are going to go well. Things are going to go really well. He's really, feels good about what he's doing. He really feels good about it. He loves his job, right? He loves what he does. I see where he's put down many roots, and those roots are all coming through for him. And that stuff is, things are growing. The business is growing. I think he will do, I really do think things are going to be good and successful. The Three of Rods tells me that. It just shows me that he's reaping the rewards of his efforts. He is looking out. He has an understanding. Things are progressing. He's very ambitious. I really see that. And then the Four of Swords does give a little bit of a negative feel to it, right? It does give a little negative feel if you look at it. But I think it's just basically telling him that, at the end of a long day, he needs to rest. He needs to get that. He needs to recharge, feel better, and then get back up and go do it again the next day. I don't think it's anything bad. I don't think, I do see medicine here. I don't think it's any type of sickness or anything like that. I just think it's a reminder to continue, make sure that you rest after a long day, after a very long, busy day. But I do see him, looking out here and looking really good, looking above the mountains. Mountains in tarot to me are struggles, right? They're struggles. Those are your struggles, mountains. And if you see mountains in the background, according to how high they are, is how much struggles you have. And I just think, he's head and shoulders above his struggles right now. So I do see that he will be successful in his business. That's all. That's what I see. He loves his job. He just has to make sure that his communication is good with the people that he is dealing with. That's where the products and services part comes in right there. He wants to make sure he's getting it to the right people, and that all his connections are growing like they should. All right, Selena. So it was good. It's a good reading. I think he's going to do well. I think he's going to do fine, and he'll be okay. That's for sure. Yeah. Yep. I think that the Four of Swords at the end there is just basically a reminder that, hey, he's got to, he needs to rest at the end of a day. He can't work 23 hours a day. That's for sure. Although he may be that way, he can't. All right, so that was pretty good, I thought. All right, let's see what we got. Valentina says, my friend, that's it, butter me up. May I ask another question? Yeah, you can ask another question, of course. Christina would like to know again that, see, she's asked another question. All right, let's see what we got. She wants to know, I would also like to know if Ivan will come here to my city in July and spend time with me. All right, let's see what we get. Will he? Hey, Kayla, welcome. All right, will Ivan come here to you in July, to your state, and spend some time with you? Let's see what we get. We are going tarot in Wonderland. Well, this is a bit confusing. It's a bit confusing to me, because you start off with the Three of Swords, which is very clearly heartbreak and heartache and, bad stuff, loss and separation, and, it could be a third person breaking up to other people. Horrible card. Absolutely horrible. And I'm hoping that is representing something that's happened in the past, so that you can move on from that. I'm hoping that the cards are really telling you, hey, you know what, this happened to you in the past. You can move on from it now. Because then I get the Lovers. And then I get the Lovers card right after it. And that again is just the love of two people, right? In this type of reading, soulmates. That's what I see. So I see good things here. I see things here that are horrible. And then I see the Two of Swords, where you don't really know which way to go. You don't really know which way to go. And you have so many different choices that you're afraid you won't be able to reach a conclusion. You won't be able to reach an answer, right? All right, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking there may be, is there somebody else that, since you have not been able to see Ivan, has there been someone else that you have seen since you haven't been seeing Ivan? Is Ivan coming back into your life from something? Because that's what this would be telling me here. That one person is going to break your heart and one person is going to be totally in love with you, and you're going to have to basically decide what's going to happen with which person. And it's going to, like I said, it's going to be a difficult decision, because there are many different factors, many different things going into it, and you just don't think you can quite reach the conclusion of it. You're afraid that you won't be able to reach the end that you want it to be. I don't see anything about movement. I don't see anything about coming in July. I don't see any of that stuff again. I just see that, that's that's the story. That's kind of what I see, Christina. I'm not sure if that makes sense to you or not, but I'm hoping it does. Yes, Kayla, I lose track of time every single day. I have to set my alarm. I set my alarm for 10 minutes to 6, so I know that it's almost that I need to stop what I'm doing and put it away so that I have time to get in here and be ready for the show. So, yeah, that's what I see, Christina. All right. That is what Tarot in Wonderland shows me. CM, of course you can have a reading. Can you get a reading on what your friend's intentions are towards you? Yeah, you certainly can. Let's see. Since you spoke today, right? Since you guys spoke today, now you want to know, how's he really feeling about things? How's he really feeling about things? You know, was it just he talked to you because he felt like he had to because you were at work? Or was it because he really wanted to? Yeah, there's a lot goes into it again, right? I wonder if he'll just be ghosty again. He could be ghostly. Interesting. Very interesting, right? So it starts off with the Fool. You start off with the Fool card, and you know, I think that since that's the very first card, it's actually card 0, right? The Fool is card 0. I think that is just telling us that there needs to be a fresh start. There definitely needs to be a fresh start. Okay, Christina, I'm getting it. I'll read this stuff in a minute. Hold on. So yeah, so I see, you know, a fresh start would be good though, right? CM, I think that would be really good. The Ace of Pentacles is again showing me that there is new success coming. You know, you are starting something new here and you're just getting ready to plant the seeds for it. And so something new may be coming. Planting the seeds may be very much of something to do with working with flowers, right? Since that's what you have been doing. I know what you usually do, but I know lately they've had you working with flowers, and I think maybe that has something to do with planting the seeds there with the Ace of Pentacles. I think, you know, you've come to a bridge. I think you've come to a point in the relationship with him, and it's just a friendship. We know that. I know that, at least. Let's put it that way. But I think, you know, you've come to a bridge and you're trying to get across it. And I just think at the other side, it's going to be back to, you know, he's just kind of talking to you because you're working together, because he has to, because that's where you are. You know, and that kind of makes him feel like he's obligated. I don't know that he really wants to move. I don't know that he really wants to move forward with the friendship. I think, you know, like death always tells you, something ends and then something new comes from it. And I think that something new, of course, is you find a new friend. You find a new friend. You get settled, right? You get settled. You get yourself relaxed. You get yourself into a nice groove, getting back to work, and you spend some time with nature. You've finished all the flowers now, so now you'll go back to your regular job, and that's okay. That's all right. But I do think that you just need to stay grounded. Okay? So yeah, I definitely think you need to stay grounded. But I'm not sure that he really is, going to be that friend that you had and wanted to have again. So, okay. All right. So, all right, let's clarify. I just want to clarify real quick Christina's question about Ivan. She says she only wants Ivan. She only wants Ivan. He is the only one. But you have had dreams about this other guy. This old guy, and his name is Jesse, and he wants to be with you romantically when he sees you with Ivan. So I do see where that heartache and heartbreak comes from then. Definitely. I think it's his. I think it's Jesse that's the one with the heartache and heartbreak when he sees the lovers, right? You see the heartache and you see the lovers, and that kind of makes sense now. It all makes sense. Hey, Miss Wheats, how are you? Hope everything's going well for you. Valentina says, I met this guy, Josh. We've been talking all day. How do you see his intentions and him overall? We're starting to get to know each other. All right, so let's see. What do we know about Josh? Hey, Vic. How are you? It's good to see you. All right, Valentina. You met Josh? Yeah, his lost. There you go. He has kids now and a bunch of girls at his call. Oh, jeez. Yeah, you don't want that in your life. You don't need that kind of annoyance. That's just too much. Maybe that's why it's 3 swords. You and him and his harem. All right. What do we see about this guy? What do we see about Josh? Lots of 8s, right? All right. So I'm going to honestly tell you, I don't see good stuff about Josh. Unfortunately, I think Josh is a bit of a manipulator. Right? You can kind of see that here in the Devil card. He's the manipulator. He is deceitful. Yeah. He is tempting, though. He's extremely tempting because he's probably really good looking, right? Like this guy has beautiful eyes and nice hair. But he's pulling the strings, and of course you're looking for things to change. You're looking for things to change, right? And have something completely new start. And then Josh comes along, and you think he's great, and things seem like they're great, and you talk to him all day long, and everything is wonderful. And you have all the hope in the world that things work out, right? The star is hope. You want to feel like, things are getting back to a good relationship for you. You want to heal. But I really see a lot of bad temptation here. Bad temptations. I see where if this turns into a relationship, you will feel completely tied down. You will feel completely tied down because he turns out to end up being a bit on the controlling side, a little too much, to a point where you can't have all the freedoms that you have now because he wants you to just do what he's saying, right? And then of course you go from 8 of Swords to 8 of Cups, and the 8 of Cups just shows that you have to let go. You have to let go. You have to walk away, right? You have to abandon all hope on this and kind of just turn your back and walk away, and don't look back, and not look back. So that's what I see, Valentina. I hope I'm completely wrong. I really do, because that's terrible. But You know, you know what I always say, right? Readings are for entertainment purposes only. It's just cards. I'm just a guy reading cards. So, don't make decisions based on cards, especially big life decisions like your relationship. Spend time, get to know him. Get to know him. You'll find out. You will get a feeling, you'll get that gut feeling whether things are going right or things are going wrong. And I really, you have to make your own decision on it, but this is what the cards are showing. That's all. It's just that. So that's what we got. And that's what we get. Selena says, another question, what is going on with Izzy? What is going on with Izzy? He's been distant a bit, but he's still a good friend to you. Does he want more than a friendship or what? Well, that would keep him distant, right? Especially if you have a relationship that you're already in or someone else that you like. That makes it difficult for a friend who wants to be more than friendly. That would make it very difficult. So let's see what we get here. Yeah, just relax. That's it. Just take things one step at a time. Don't just jump in feet first and be married next month. Don't be coming back here and saying, "Oh, you know what? We're getting married in July." Because that's probably not the best idea, right, Valentina? So, all right, let's see. Bonnie Eisner-Chavon over on Facebook wants to know if she can get a reading. Absolutely, you can get a reading. Just type your question in the comments, and we'll get to your reading. I should have time. I don't think I have a whole lot of more questions right now. So, okay. What's going on with Izzy? Izzy or isn't he? Let's see. That is the question. I think he is feeling a bit disappointed in things. I think he's feeling disappointed that he is only in the friend zone and he hasn't moved out of the friend zone at this point. He's seems like he had worked on it for a while and it just has never happened, right? So that gives him that disappointment. He's got kind of wondering what's going to happen. Yeah, so I definitely see that. I see where, with the 4 of Cups, you go from the 6 to the 4. Basically he's just frustrated. He's frustrated with things, and, it doesn't really make him feel good. He's, like I said, he's just frustrated. He's not happy with what he has. He wants more. He wants more of something different, which would be, instead of being friends, he wants that bit of a relationship. The 4 of Rods does show me that there is cause for a celebration to come from it. Things, if you did get together, could be really good. There could be celebration. There could be, some security there for you, some safety. I also see here, a new start, new potential, right? New potential. But you also have to watch to make sure that you are not too oblivious to what's going on, too naive, right? Naive would be a good word for it, I think. Don't be too naive, but, there is potential. There is a new start. And then the Ace of Cups is also, that is a new romance card, right? It's new romance, new emotions. Water is emotions, right? Water in tarot is emotions. And when you have the ace, that means it's new. Something new, a new, new beginning of something. And this is a new beginning of an emotional relationship with someone, which could absolutely equate to a new romantic relationship. So, yeah, that's what I'm seeing, Selena. That is what I'm saying. I hope things work out for the best. I definitely hope things work out for the best. Valentina, yeah. Just go with the flow. Take it one day at a time. There's nothing bad going to come out of you just talking to him, right? Getting to know him. Because that's the whole idea, right? That's what dating's all about. You got to get to know somebody before before things get serious or anything like that. You have to get to know them. So, yeah, nothing's going to hurt from getting to know them. All right, so Vicky wants to know, will you meet up with Masay? I did it again. Will you meet up with Masay this month? Oh, darn it. One day I'm going to get it right, Vic, I swear. Will you meet up with him this month? Well, since today is only the 4th. There is a lot of time left in the month. That's a good thing. Okay. So let's see. Will you meet up with him during the month? All right. So I do see some movement there with the 6 of Swords. I do see things coming. I do see the Lovers, which is kind of telling you, yeah. I see death and rebirth in the beginning. So we start off with death and rebirth, and of course we know what that means. That something has ended, and we know that. We already know that things have ended. There had been an ending with you and him, but something new comes out of it, right? And now you get the Lovers card right after it. So of course the new thing that comes out of it is there's a new romance coming your way, right? New romance, new love. New, a new romance. I think you feel like you're carrying too much baggage, though, right? You could just see it here. You got too much baggage. You've got too much past. Look at all this past, right? That you've had to go through, carrying all this baggage. If you think of it that way, right? There's a long path of past in history, and you've been left to carry all the baggage. The 6 of Swords does show some movement, and like I said, it could be, that you are going to, he's going to come to see you, because that's kind of how the question is, and yeah, I do see where this could mean that he is coming to see you. He is going to take a journey to see you. And, this also shows me that, he could be moving out of the past as well, but he does not feel as burdened and is held back like you do. That's for sure. The Queen of Wands is basically just someone who is very confident, and that's you. Very creative, very excited just about life every single day. And you can kind of see that in the card, right? She looks like she's just excited about being around every single day. And I think that's how, things will go for you if you do see him this month. But I think you got to watch this. I think you got to watch this whole long past and, and carrying the burden thing. But I do see where, there is travel, and he is coming in your direction, and he will get here at the right time. He will arrive at the right time. When the time is right, he will be there. All right. So that's what I see for you, Vic. That is what I see. All right. Let's see where we are here. Let's see. There you go, Bonnie. Here you go. Thank you. You would love a general reading about your finances. All right. That sounds good. Sounds like a good one. Selena says, thank you. I don't want him romantic-wise, but I appreciate his friendship, and I do know he is frustrated with life at home, wanting more. Well, there. Okay. Well, that is a cause for frustration, and that does explain the frustration card, right? The card, the Four of Cups card, right, with the frustration. So... all right, so let's see a good financial reading here for Bonnie. Let's see what her financial outlook is going to be. Let's see what we get. Thanks for being here, Bonnie, by the way. We appreciate it. I think this may be your first time. This may be your first time here at the Night Reader Tarot Show. And I hope you enjoy your reading, and I hope you come back, because we would love to have you. It's quite the family we have here, and everybody is really helpful and really caring. So, good. Thank you. Thank you for being here. So I do see with the Ace of Rods, which is wands, rods and wands, same difference, is you have that new creative, you're going to have some type of a new creative idea. And it's going to take you from one point to the other point, right? It's going to take you from one side where things are stagnant at this point to the other side where things are getting better business-wise. I do see that, I do see that you are going to have some type of material comfort. So material wise would be money or things, right? Stuff, money or stuff. So you will have that, you'll feel comfortable about things. You'll be financially and materially comfortable. How's that sound? The Page of Rods, just tells me, it shows me that you are excited about life, excited about your work, excited about the things you're doing. You know, he's looking for new ideas so that he can learn a new skill, right? He wants to learn some new skills, and he's extremely motivated to do that, so much that he's, stacked stuff up so he can get a better look. The Two of Swords does tell me that you are at a crossroads with things when it comes to work and money and things like that. And you're kind of stuck in this room, right? You're kind of stuck here because there's only one way out, and it's kind of blocked off by those two swords. So you're going to have to make a decision about something. There will be a decision to make, and I think he will make the best decision. You'll take one of those swords out and you'll be able to get out. He is looking to the right. He is looking to the right. This one's moving to the right. She's looking to the right. This is all future. Anybody who's looking this direction is looking towards your future. If they're looking back, then they're looking towards your past. That's another way to look at things. So yeah, I do see all this stuff happening as being a good future for you. I do also see the Ace of Cups is showing me that there is going to be something new that's going to be very emotional for you. It's going to make you feel good emotionally, and that'll be great. I think it's going to be great, and I really do think this is going to show you that yes, there will be your finances will be okay. The other thing that I see here is, again, 4 out of the 5 cards are very, very yellow, very sunny, right? And the sun, anytime you see the sun in cards, it's happiness, right? It's fulfillment. You feel fulfilled, and that's what you want, right? You want financial fulfillment, and that's what I see. So that's what I get for you. That is what I got for you, Bonnie. Thank you again for being here. I appreciate it, and definitely would love to have you come back. Definitely. Carla, this isn't good. Carla, my father committed suicide by the report given by the police, but was it foul play? When did this happen, Carla? How long ago? How long ago did this happen? Yeah, Bonnie, you're very, very welcome. All right. I'm going to do this question, and then I'm going to do Kayla's question, and that will be my last reading, Kayla's question, over here on YouTube. All right. 5 years ago. Okay. So was there foul play involved in your father's passing 5 years ago, or was it actually a suicide like they've ruled it? Either way, it's very unfortunate and very sad, and we all empathize and sympathize with you. Yeah, I definitely see with the death and rebirth again that there, with this question, yes, there was definitely someone who passed away and has moved on. The 8 and 9 of Swords do not give me a good feeling at all. The 8 of Swords is showing again that you are, or he was, tied up or restrained in some way. There was some kind of restraint or some kind of something to tie him, something binding him, or something to do with ropes, something to do with being constricted. That's kind of where I'm going with it. Something, it feels like it's constricted with him. And the 9 of Swords just shows me that there was a lot of anxiety around this, and that's very easy to understand. Kayla says prayers for you and your family, Carla. Yep. So, but so I see an anxiety here. I do see with the 9 of Swords is always very much of fear. I think he was afraid when this happened. I think that he was I think he was having nightmares and trouble sleeping leading up to things. I don't think it was really I just don't see where he was happy in life at that point. I think, like I said, the anxiety and sadness and depression was all part of it. So that part kind of is steering me, like I said, the tying or the restricting, something being restricted, something being choked out almost. The use of something, a binding agent like a rope or strings or something like that, all kind of turns towards that suicide idea. The 6 of Wands just shows me that you are being very optimistic throughout this whole thing. You've been very optimistic for these 5 years. You feel like you have been able to celebrate his life and legacy, and you are living up to what he's always wanted you to be. I really think that. And the King of Wands is telling me what type of person he was. He was successful. He was a natural born leader. He was mature, but he was also very passionate and loving towards his family. Right? I really feel that's what is coming through to me with the King of Wands at the end, just kind of giving me a little background about him. Yeah, Kayla. See, that would be exactly what I'm looking at here. That is exactly what I'm looking at, unfortunately. So, Carla, I don't know which way you really wanted to go with this, but I do think that he was I do think it was suicide. All right, Carla, I'm very sorry for your loss. We are all very I know everybody over on the YouTube side that you can't really see are all sending prayers and thoughts your way. Even though it's been 5 years, you don't forget, and things don't go away, and it's just how it is, right? They don't go away quickly. So, all right. So yeah, you're in our thoughts, Carla, and I appreciate the question, as sad as it is, but I do, like I said, I do think it was a suicide as opposed to someone else involved. All right. So, Kayla, last question. Here we go. Final question of the night. Yeah, Dreamweaver also says, prayers are with you. His prayers are with you as well. All right. If you decide to stay in Wisconsin, would that be the best for my family? I know you're probably tired of this question, and I'm sorry. You don't need a disclaimer at the end of your questions, Kayla. That's for sure. You can ask the question as many times as you want to. Every day is a new day, and every day could be, circumstances change, right? Every day circumstances change. So a reading you get today could be completely different tomorrow because circumstances changed. You never have to put a disclaimer at the end of your questions, ever. I am never sick of questions. All right, so yeah, it never goes away. Kayla's saying it never goes away. All right, so will it be better if you stay in Wisconsin? I see that if you stay in Wisconsin, you may be by yourself. You may be all alone for a while. It may be other than the kids. You may be. I say up there alone, but I know your mom's up there, and I know. She's not going anywhere. So I don't think you'll be really alone. I think maybe you just need to reflect on the idea. Maybe that's more of what this card's telling me, is that you have to think about it. Really, really think about what do you think is going to be the best thing for you. And then come up with an idea that is completely honest to yourself, completely unbiased. Don't let anyone sway you one way or the other. You come up with your decision on your own, right? Is it going to take a few nights of sleeplessness? Yeah, I thought so. Dreamweaver, but I didn't want to just say it in case I was wrong, because I know you were looking to move as well to Pennsylvania. So everybody's there. So you won't be by yourself. So this is not telling me by yourself. It's just telling me that you need to think about it hard. You really need to think about it and do it, have the thoughts on your own and make your own decision. And again, will it be hard? Absolutely. It's not going to be an easy decision. And will it keep you up at night? Yeah, it may. It may keep you up a little bit at night sometimes. But you also, you've got a lot of things that have happened there, and a lot of sadness, right? A lot of heartbreak and heartache that have happened in Wisconsin, and you've been extremely strong through it. But, do you really want to stay somewhere where all that heartache and stuff has happened. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I if you, I don't think it's going to be bad either way for the kids and stuff. I don't think it's going to be bad either way for your mom or your dad. I just think that the cards are basically trying to tell you that you need to make this decision on your own. And even though everyone would like to give you advice on what they think you should do, you do have to make this decision on your own and make the decision that you really feel in your gut that is best for you. Sorry, Dreamweaver. Sorry. No disrespect, that's for sure. So that's what I see for you, Kayla. All right? But either way, Wisconsin or Pennsylvania, it's going to be okay. It's going to work out fine, and the kids will be okay. They'll be fine too. They will be fine. Okay? All right. It is 7:08, and I am starving. So that'll do it for our show tonight. I appreciate everybody being here. I do appreciate all of your questions. I hope you enjoyed your readings. I hope everything works out for everyone. And everyone, be well. Take care of each other. Because there's a lot of stuff going on out there right now. A lot of bad stuff happening. And, it's just things that we're all going to have to work on and deal with. So, but take care of yourselves and be well, everyone. And I will see you all tomorrow at 6 o'clock again. Yep. Thank you, Michelle. I will have a good night. I will have a nice night. I'm going to go eat some dinner, and that'll be really good. All right. So, yep. You guys, I will talk to you all tomorrow. Hope to see you then, 6 o'clock. All right. Thank you so much. Good night. Bye now.